Hi everyone, welcome back to Colleen's Cozy Corner. So today I'm going to be doing a little haul. I recently went to Michael's and Five Below and I bought some things for future projects, so I just want to kind of do a haul of what I bought. So I'm going to start with my Five Below haul. So as you've seen in some of my previous videos, the poncho t-shirts that I made and am making. So I bought some t-shirts from Five Below. I know that kind of the point is to thrift. I haven't gone thrifting yet. I kind of want my sister to take me thrifting because she's done that a lot of times. She goes thrifting all the time, so she could help me with that. So I figured Five Below would be a good alternative to get a t-shirt just because they are like $4 or $5. Obviously, I don't want to spend $20 on a t-shirt that I'm just going to cut up. So I got two shirts for myself. So this one says no ducking around. And for this one, I think I would get like a yellow, red, and pink to do the poncho. I'll try and match them as much as I can. I think it would be really cute if the border of it could be kind of look like that. I think that'd be so cool if that was what the border of the poncho was. So that's for myself. And then I have this strawberry shortcake one. It's her and Honey Pie. I used to love watching this cartoon specifically growing up, so I definitely want to do a poncho of this. I was thinking of doing the green from her bow, or maybe even the colors of her shirt. I feel like the colors of her shirt would be so cute if they were the stripes of the crochet. So yeah, these two are for myself. I have two other shirts. I am not going to show because these are going to be presents for somebody. But I do have two other ones. These ones have a lot of colors on them, so I'm going to just pick which colors I think complement the design the best, and I'll make those. I will make videos for both of these, but I won't post them until I give the present away, so it might be a little bit of time before you see these. These might also be mentioned in Whip Wednesdays. It's more of like, oh, I'm working on those presents, but I don't want to show them because I don't want to give the present away. So that's those two. So that's it for my Five Below. I just bought the shirts so I can make more of those ponchos. Again, like I said, I don't want to spend $20 on a shirt that I'm then just going to cut up. So these were like $5 each. And I know that Five Below rotates their shirts a lot, so it would be good to go back and find a bunch of them. So next, I went to Michael's. So I'm going to do a little Michael's haul. My fiance actually bought this. He decided he wants to do crafts next to me, so he bought some, what is it, punch needles? Yeah, he bought 2 punch needle kits. So I guess he'll be crafting too. Maybe I could get him to pop over on the channel and show you his crafts. So that's for him. Everything else in the haul is for me. So I bought 2 of these. I'm going to make just a blanket, plain back and forth blanket for my bed. Kind of matches the colors in my room. I have like a blue room. So that's for that. Next, I have the yarn that I'm going to use to make my headscarf, my neutral colored headscarf. As you can see, it's like browns, beiges, almost like a green. It looks a little green on camera, but it's more brown in person. But I bought 4 of these. Hopefully it's enough to make a scarf. I feel like I always overbuy because if you watched my previous works last week, with my pink blanket, I'm kind of been scarred that whenever I buy stuff for a project, I want to buy all the yarn at the beginning because, like I said, for that one, the yarn went out of stock before I could get enough to make the blanket. So I feel like I always overbuy now to like compensate, which is fine because then I always have yarn laying around for random extra projects. So this is going to be one of those headscarves. Next, I bought this crochet a flower bouquet. I really want to learn how to make flowers. I have a lot of Lego flowers around my house. And I just feel like also having crochet flowers would be so pretty. Like, they just look so beautiful. I'm seeing I'm also probably going to need some kind of like pipe cleaners or something. So I'll have to buy those next time I go to Michael's. Oh, I see a hot glue gun in here. So yeah, I definitely want to learn how to make flowers just for my house. And I feel like it'd be so cute to give like a handmade flower bouquet to somebody. I think that'd be so beautiful. Something I also want to learn with this book and one of the other things I bought, I don't really know how to read crochet patterns, so I could follow a tutorial pretty well. Even just like all the shorthand where it's like row 1, 1 SC, 1 CH, 1 SC in SP between row 1 and 2. Like, I don't really know how to read that, and I know it's important to know how to read a pattern, so that's something I'm definitely going to be learning as well on this channel. The thing I bought is stuffing. So like I said, with the stuffy that I made for my aunt, I want to make more, like, not necessarily stuffed animals, but just more things that would require stuffing. So I just wanted to make sure I had some stuffing on hand for that, for any of those projects. The stuffed animal I made for my aunt, I actually did not have that stuffing. I had to take it from, I have a couple of crochet kits that I want to go through that I haven't ever done, like some flower bouquets, some like stuffed animals that I never made. I had to take the stuffing from that to use for my the stuffed animal part of the stuffy. So I wanted to make sure I had actual stuffing, so the next time I make it, I'm not scrambling to get some. So I bought I don't know if this is a small amount. They had like this big giant box, and then this was like the only other size. That is it for Michael's. The only other thing I bought this on Amazon. So it's the New Crochet Stitch Dictionary. It has a lot. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Those pictures, I don't know what those pictures mean. So I want to learn what all this means, so then when I see patterns on TikTok, I can actually do the patterns without having to like look up 10 different videos on what does this mean. I'd rather just know it. So that's what I'm going to work on. And this has all different stitch patterns. So like I mentioned, I only recently learned how to do a double crochet, and I know how to do a half double, obviously a chain, a single. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what makes up all of my patterns. So I want to learn different looking patterns so all of my stuff doesn't end up looking the same. And I also just want to learn, like, this is nice to have as a reference, because I feel like a lot of times when I get to the border of a project, I just kind of end up doing like whatever stitch I was doing around the sides. I really want to learn like what some nice borders would be, so I could, you know, bring some difference to my pieces. Like I see here like some lace looking borders. Like I mentioned, I feel like this looks really similar to that duck pattern on the t-shirt. So yeah, I just want to learn more stitches just to like be more versatile in my crocheting. Maybe I'll do a little series of me like going through some of these patterns and learning them. Like this. I never knew how you could do that. Like I feel like all the Taylor Swift cardigans have that little part on it. And I was just like, oh, like that's manufacturing. There's no way I could make that, but maybe I could. But yeah. This, I think maybe I'll do a series of me learning some of the stitches in here. It'll definitely be fun to go through and figure these out, especially because I really don't know that many stitches, and I'm scrolling through TikToks and it's like, I did the popcorn bubble stitch for this one, and I'm like, girl, is it a double or a half double? That's about all I can do. So I definitely want to branch out, make sure I'm learning new skills, so I can make like really cool projects. Like I see some of these girls on TikToks and their whole wardrobe is just like crochet, like tops and bottoms, and you know, I want to be able to make some tops for myself, but like I said, the only thing I know how to do is a double and a half double. And while that could make a cute shirt, it can't make a cute wardrobe. So look out for that. I think I'll start a series soon of me going through and learning these patterns. As much as this channel's about crocheting, I don't think you guys have even seen me crochet yet. So this series, I'll start going through all these patterns so I could learn something new, and then maybe teach you guys something if anyone's interested in learning how to crochet. Alright, so thank you so much for coming and watching my haul. I'm sure I'll do lots of hauls on this channel. Obviously, I have to go to Michael's pretty often to get yarn for new projects. I don't have too much space in my house, so I can't have like an abundance of yarn on hand. I do have a lot of like leftover yarn that I caked and put into like a bin, but I don't have room to keep a lot of bulk yarn. Like I said, I like to buy all of my yarn for a project at once, and I don't really have the space to do that for multiple projects at a time, so I can only really buy like 1 or 2 projects worth of yarn. So I'm sure there will be plenty of hauls and plenty of videos of me learning how to crochet with me, basically. So yeah, thank you so much again for coming. I hope you enjoyed my haul, and see you next week.